So I haven't made paint in a long time. I feel like, gosh, since this pandemic started, but I mean, I could look back and find out. It's actually a lie. I must have made some over the summer with our backyard projects. But I thought I'd walk you through how to make soil pigments or watercolor paints using clays. So I have some of this beautiful yellowish orange here. I'm just going to make a small amount because it's a lot easier to work with smaller amounts than it is much larger. So what I do, just put a little bit of clay. So make sure it is clay sized. So maybe, you know, slip in some silt size material, that's okay. But 2 micron, maybe all the way up to, you know, what is clay? Or maybe, you know, 50 micron, but really just, I use settling and I sort of eyeball just about everything. So what that is a gum arabic solution. I can pop the recipe up there, and then honey. As well. I've got it on my fingers, so I'm gonna clean that. I have a little bit of the last remnants of paint here, but I'm not too worried about that. Seems pretty dry. Just sort of work it together. And honestly, every clay is a little bit different, or every material you're working with, you know, whether has shrink swell properties, a lot more difficult to work with some of those smectites, 2-to-1 clays. So I am hopeful that this material is different because I really dislike when it gets all gummed up. It looks like this one might be a little bit gummy, but I'll deal with it. And where I'm making this paint, I'm in Wyoming. It's very, very dry, despite the fact that I hear some pretty awesome thunder rumbling. So I err on the side of adding a little bit more of the gum arabic medium because I know that it's going to dry out a little bit over time, and for me it's easier to mull if it's pretty wet. So my tools here are quite literally a pie scraper that I picked up at the thrift store, along with a glass cutting board. Underneath I just have a piece of like drawer liner to hold it in place so it doesn't wiggle all around. And this is an old butter knife I also got at the thrift store. This is like an amazing find. I'm using this marble candlestick or bud vase as a muller. I've been using it now for over a year and I'm really happy with it. I haven't gone to purchasing a muller because I like the way that it works. And you just start mulling, start breaking up any of those aggregates that I formed or hadn't quite broken up with the mortar and pestle yet. Get to work. The real idea of mulling is that we want every single grain, or as much as we could hope with clay, to be coated in that resin, gum arabic. It's not a resin. Not anymore because I broke it all up. Yeah, with one of these gummy clays, you can see the muller is covered in this clay material. I might try to work it in a little bit later. Sometimes I just call it a lost cause and work with what stays out, with the plan not to make a whole lot anyway. This is my first time making this color. This was from Megan Kent's research site here in southeastern Wyoming. Pretty psyched about the color. we were lucky enough to have a backhoe operator and a backhoe opening up the pit for us. And as he was getting down to those really deep layers, it changed from more of a typical prairie soil that was dry and salty to one that had a high water table, or a water table down at the bottom, and started pulling out these super dark grayish black concentrations, as well as they were all sort of lined with this orange color as well. And Ruben and I were like grabbing him the second he would dump him into the spoil pile. Like, oh man, look at that one. And I just pulled out maybe a few handfuls of just the orange so I could make some paint. So it had been a while. I feel like I'm happiest when I'm creating, and my life since the pandemic has been anything. Ooh, I hope you could hear that. My dog's going crazy, huge crack of thunder. And when I'm painting or making paint, really, I love making paint. I love making new things. I'm really pretty happy. It's super fulfilling to see, you know, an earth mineral being converted into something that we can create a different kind of art with, and one that has a human influence. So I really enjoy that. So I'm just going to keep mulling here. I'm probably going to turn off the camera because it'll get pretty boring. And I don't know, maybe I'll just stop it and then see if I can fast forward. We'll see. All right, I'm pretty satisfied with how that's feeling. That's a big old chunk of, you know, extra soil there. And I don't usually have that much left over. But I'm really not interested in working it too hard right now. I'm just gonna be satisfied with whatever amount I get. I'm gonna use some of these full pans because I like to keep a little bit extra of the paint for myself and then give away some to other folks. I figure I should show you what the paint looks like and how painting goes.